You are welcome back to my channel, Master BCM TV. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel before we go. Look under this film you are watching. You will see where they write subscribe. Use your finger to press. It will now change to subscribe with notification bell. Press notification bell for you to be getting new notification as soon as I'm releasing my video into my YouTube channel. Thank you. Don't forget, this channel we sharpen clipper blade, we do barbing works, then we do comedy, theater and entertainment. At the same time, there is media, the news, everything going on around the world. Don't forget. So any of these three videos you will be seeing, we will be producing in this channel. So thank you for watching our different type of videos. This is a new channel. If you have not subscribed before, please subscribe. If you have subscribed before, it is only once. Now, let us go into the work. This is a tutorial on how to analyze on zigzag movement in sharpening of different type of clipper blade on different type of super hard manual sharpening stone professionally, logically, technically, strategically. Okay, yeah. You see, before you say you want to know how to sharpen clipper blade professionally, you must be able to know many things pertaining to the sharpening. That is why I call it analysis on breaking down on zigzag movement in sharpening or different type of clipper blade. Now, look at the blade in my hand now. That is upper clipper blade, that is bottom clipper blade. I want to show you, I want to analyze, I want to make it clearly to show you on the stone how to make zigzag movement, how to position your thumb, how to position your thumb, how to make movement on the super hard manual sharpening stone, so that when using zigzag movement in sharpening of the clipper blade, your clipper blade can be sharpened correctly. Can you see? You see my finger. I'm using it to cover the whole surface of the stone to show you that that is the complete area I want to using for sharpening of the clipper blade. Not sharpening as at now, to show you analysis on how you can, which portion you can follow in using zigzag movement in sharpening of the clipper blade on the surface. Can you see? You want to use the whole surface to sharpen the upper and the bottom clipper blade. I'm cleaning the pointer. Can you see? That is the portion we want to use to sharpen clipper blade using zigzag movement. Zigzag movement. Zigzag movement. Now, you see that stone? That is the surface I want to use. You see the surface I'm pointing to? That is the surface I want to use for zigzag movement. You see, I want to sharpen this upper clipper blade, showing you the movement. I want to sharpen the inner surface. Not sharpen like that, but just to show you. You see, for the bottom clipper blade, I want to show you how you can position the area you can use the side of the blade you are sharpening to cover on the stone, so that your stone will not be depreciating in one side. It will not be going down in one side. The whole surface will be smooth and flat. The whole surface will be smooth and flat. The whole surface will be smooth and flat. Can you see the whole surface, the area I'm covering? That is the area I want to use. You see that surface exactly I'm touching? You see that surface? That is the surface I want to use to analyze, so that you can be able to understand how you make your movement, how you follow your thumb on the surface of the stone. Can you see? Try to watch carefully. I will divide the surface of that stone into three parts. That is in the longitudinal side, the way I'm making my movement from the front to the back, from the back to the front. You see the way I position the blade? If you want to sharpen your blade, you divide the blade into two. You sharpen first side for one side, you sharpen second side for the other side. You see, but which area are you going to use the movement to cover, so that your blade, your clipper blade can be sharpened correctly? The upper and the bottom clipper blade inner surfaces can be sharpened correctly. You see the pointers I hold in my hand. I divide the stone into two. Can you see the center of it? But it is not that form I want to show you now. It is not that form I want to show you. I want to divide the surface of the stone into three equal parts in a longitudinal section, longitudinal side. Let me arrange it very well. You can see it. I want to divide the portion, the surface, into three. Can you see it now? I have divided the portion into three by my pointer. I have divided the surface into three parts. Let me place it very well. You can see it. I want to divide it into three equal parts. That is from the back to the front. Now, you see that side I'm pointing. That is number one, number two, number three. You see, number one, number two, number three. Those are the three sides. The three side I have divided the stone into. Now, if you want to sharpen the upper clipper blade, you see, you use one side to cover two. You see that side? You use it to cover two sides. You know, it's divided into three parts. You use it to cover two. You see where I place my the other pointer now. You sharpen between the two spaces from the right hand side. Then if you want to sharpen the other side now, then you now divide the stone into three again. Then you let it cover the two from the other side, which means when you sharpen the first side, you cover the center. At the same time, when you are sharpening for the other side too, you cover the center. You understand what I mean? That space in the center, most of the people normally leave it untouched. When going to and fro for the upper clipper blade sharpening, for the bottom clipper blade sharpening, you see, I divided the clipper blade into two. If you want to sharpen for one side, you see, I've divided into two. You want to sharpen for that side, I divided into two. Try to watch carefully. The first side you want to sharpen, you let it cover the two spaces. You see where I'm covering now. You watch carefully. Those two spaces, you let your sharpening cover it. You won't leave that center untouched. That is the first side you want to sharpen. Then you now divide the stone into three. Then you want to sharpen the first side of the blade. You divide the blade into two. You want to sharpen the first side. You see, divide into two. You want to sharpen the first side. Then you let it cover two sides. You see, in the other side you want to sharpen it, cover two sides. So that when you sharpen for the first side, you cover the center and the side. When you sharpen for the second side or the first side, you cover the side and the center. That is, you make your movement, your zigzag movement, to start from the side to cover the two-thirds of the space of the sharpening spaces on the stone. So when sharpening for the first side, you let your zigzag movement cover the first space and cover the middle space again. That's cover the center. You see, for the upper clipper blade now, when you divide it into two, one side will cover two-thirds of the space. You see the way I'm making it now? You let it cover, you let your zigzag movement cover two spaces out of the three. You leave one untouched. Then when you want to sharpen for the other side, you cover two for the other side, including the center, so that you won't leave that center untouched, so that your stone, as you sharpen different type of clipper blade every day by day, the stone surfaces will be chopping equally the same in level, from the front to the back, from the side to the first side to the second side. Yeah, you see it now. You want to sharpen that first side. You see, I divided the clipper blade into two. You want to sharpen the first side. Now watch. You divide the portion into three. So first side will cover two over three. Two portion, leaving one untouched. Try to watch carefully. You see the way I divided into two? Then you want to sharpen first side. Then that first side will now cover two spaces. You see the way I'm doing it? It will cover two spaces. Leave that left side untouched. You see the way I'm making my movement? That is zigzag movement. You will not be going straight up and down. You will be wobbling, going from one side to the other, from one side to the other. Then you want to sharpen the second side now. You see it now? You want to sharpen the second side. Try to watch carefully. You divide the clipper, the surface into three. Then it will now cover two parts, leaving the third one. All what you are trying to say and do is to make sure your sharpening is covering the center, so that you not leave that center untouched. Yeah, try to watch carefully. Try to watch carefully. Watch carefully. You see it like that? So when you are sharpening for one side, the sharpening of the one side of the blade will cover to third portion of the stone when sharpening for the first side by the left hand side. Then when sharpening for the second side by the right hand side, it will cover to third of the portion of the surface of the stone by the right hand side. The left side will cover two from the left, the other side will cover two from the right. That is how it's going to be. Yeah. So when you follow it in this way, you can be able to achieve exactly the right sharpening, and your stone will be lasting for you. If you have not subscribed before, please subscribe now to see another video. Thank you. Subscribe.